Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a lot to cover, including updates on previous videos from the past few days, from Logic, Kanye West and Ending It, with 50 Cent's social media recent problems, and as we dive in, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. By the way, Eminem's Godzilla is now estimated to have topped 6 million copies sold globally, with nearly 3 million sold in the United States alone, and it was recently nominated for Video of the Year and Best Hip Hop at the VMAs, and if you're interested, head over to the website to vote for the song, since votes decide the winner. And now we start with the Snoop drama that got Eminem dragged into it for no positive reason. A latest update reveals that Snoop looks to have had enough of this, although he's stuck to his narrative that people are mad because he didn't include Eminem in his top 10, and most people didn't bother to watch the original video that started it all, and now believe Eminem fans are just walking around crying because Snoop didn't include him in his top 10, which is far from the truth. Even under my video explaining this, I still see comments from people who clearly just read the title and leave a comment about how fans are sensitive, when right there in the video I explain what's going on, and I've even pipped many random posts about this on Instagram that confirms the narrative going around. For instance, under a post about Snoop's top 10, Eminem is punching the air right now. Another one, kids gonna cry why Eminem ain't here. But in all these years that Snoop has been out, it was 2020 that I saw many people for the first time refer to him as Snoop Dogg, which certainly is not the kind of attention an artist that's lasted decades will be cool with, no matter how much they pretend, and he's finally bought into Fredwreck's move to cool things down that's been going on since they started. Fredwreck, who co-produced Framed on Revival, already tweeted this before. I covered it in a previous video, but he added more. No disrespect to any of the MCs I love and admire, but Eminem is the GOAT, period. It's hard to tell if Fred is joking these days, and on Instagram he shares this: "My GOAT family, the two greatest of all time," and shortly after, Snoop also shared this to his Instagram, and I thought to myself, if only this was about a list. So he has had enough of this as shown by this post, and he's smooth with it because he still made it about a list till the end. And this moment will falsely go down as when Eminem fans cried that Snoop didn't include M in his top 10, when that's beside the point. And you can save the links to the videos I have done about this story for future reference, since most LSM outlets ran the story as Eminem fans are mad about a list. Before we head to the next point, according to the source Eminem Chart on Twitter, it is reported that Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By has now sold over 300,000 copies in China. And moving on, here's an update on the Kanye West and Taylor Swift head-to-head that didn't happen due to Kanye delaying his album. And in the video I did on this a few days ago, shortly after Kanye announced Donda was dropping, Taylor Swift announced Folklore, and they were scheduled to drop on the same day, and many on Twitter were under the impression that Kanye West had a chance versus Taylor Swift when it comes to first week sales in the United States, but check this out. From Billboard's report, Folklore's debut of 846,000 equivalent album units is led by 615,000 in album sales. Yes, I know she had multiple deluxe versions that helped to get the numbers that high, but regardless, now we know that Kanye West was smart to postpone. That's if he cared about his #1 streak on the charts, because I don't see how he could top 846,000. And next is an update on the Logic vs Joe Budden drama. And after I covered this story on this channel, Budden apologized to Logic, adding, "Last week I came in here feeling pretty tumultuous, fresh out of Twitter jail, unable to properly read the room, and just hating myself and life honestly. Unfortunately, I projected some of that onto you, Logic, and for that I apologize." And shortly after, Logic sat with Peter Rosenberg, who asked him about Budden's attacks. And he said this among other things: "This dude doesn't like me for whatever reason. He wants to say I'm not dark enough, I'm not good enough. He's a person who's led to a part of my depression and some of my darkest spaces. He can take that however he wants. Bro, your words make people want to end themselves, and that's a real thing. But to be strong enough to also understand that's not the end-all be-all, and other people aren't the end-all be-all, and I'm not up at night or I can't sleep." And users on social media have mostly reacted to this by clowning Logic. Glad he retired. This rap hip-hop don't got no space for all that sensitivity. This ain't R&B. Even emo rap less sensitive. Another one. So don't become a public figure He said he doesn't listen to his podcast, never met him, but he made him want to end it. None of Budden's criticism of Logic have been constructive, that we can all agree on, and I'll throw this one over to you guys. What do you think about Logic's statements? And following several troll posts in 2020, it looks like users have been mass reporting 50 Cent's IG account. A few days ago, he complained that he's been shadowed on IG, and following another recent post that got him in trouble, 50 claims that it is time to take a break from IG. And since then, there's been no troll post, and it's mostly just promotions. But how long can 50 keep this up? That will be all. Like and subscribe if you haven't, share your thoughts below, and see you on the next one.